Hey guys, welcome back to an update on the Soul Prop. Today we are addressing what used to be a leak. We're inside. I just finished recoring the fly bridge. I put the Coosa board down, resin, all the peanut butter, jazz, and jelly sandwiches, and we'll walk up there in a second. And boy, if it was just kicking my butt. I redid this last panel over here, this seam, multiple times because I just couldn't stop a leak from coming in. You can see the dark spot. You could see it right there. Shut the door. Maybe that'll help. Yeah, you can see it there. So that's where it was coming in at. The camera lighting's all fucking stupid. Anyways, that's how it's going. So it's been rainy, and I've not been able to get up there and do a bunch of work, make things happen. It's just been kind of like patchwork, if you will, right? So let's just look at the distance from that location to the back of the boat back there. I mean, that's 4 feet. You can see it better out here too. So I'm standing there, and we're going back to the back of the boat here. That's more like 5 feet back there. I'm getting to the point. So the other day, when I was wrapping up all of this, right, toes. I've had clown feet lately. Anybody dealing with that? So the other day, whenever I was sealing up, it was raining, so I couldn't get everything completely sealed off. And I was using some below water line stuff to seal off some, what I thought was maybe some cracks in the fiberglass on the deck on the top side. These guys here and this here, turns out that they were just sacrificial or BS layers that somebody had done in the past to put the pedestals in for the table and the benches or whatever was here. So that was pretty much pointless, but it sufficed to ease my mind that there wasn't any leaks going on there. The problem is whenever I put the water hose on up here, I could do a little trickle and it would drip out at the door, and then when I would turn the water hose on, let it go, it would start pouring down there. So it just tell me that, like, well, it's related to volume of water. Well, I redid this little channel down in here, cleaned it out, caulked, sealed, did the whole bit, everything I thought I possibly could. I was even up here in the rain with my orbital, my boat polisher, right? Because it gets wet, it'll take the 7-inch discs. Sanding that down so that way I could put something down. Anyways, turns out it wasn't any of that. Didn't have anything to do with what was going on down there. Nothing down there. Nothing down here. There wasn't anything there. Nothing in this little drain over here, or up in that little drain, or the water coming from somewhere else, whatever. Nah. Was that. Before, when it was raining, I was not able to get this end piece caulked back here. This doesn't matter. This is This is just the wood meeting the fiberglass there. That's not anything. But there's a gap there, and there's a gap there. And so, yeah. And I turn the water on, a little trickle. It'd come down there, find that little crack. And then it would start its little way back forward, uphill to the portal, the acrylic cube. So yeah, definitely running uphill. I mean, there could be something inside the framework there that I know there's a bronze or a copper pipe in there that's supposed to be used as a drain. What they were thinking doing that. I mean, it was like great idea, poor execution, right? So anyways, they it was leaking really bad. And I think if it wasn't for my amnesia, I recall that it leaked once in the past, and so I recocked it in the past, but I don't really remember doing it. I could be making that up, right? Anyways, that had me whooped. I was just beside myself. Like, all my work. I know that there's water right now between the top layer of fiberglass and teak or Coosa board. I know there is. I can smell the resin when the water pours out of it, which means it's still wet, which means my $220 sheet of Coosa board is toast. So is all the resin and whatnot I had over there. Bummer. I'd like to chalk it up to haste makes waste, but I feel like I was doing my due diligence, and I had plastic and a tarp that goes over not a tarp, there's made a piece of canvas that goes over the fly bridge here, plus a big piece of plastic that went over the entire thing, no seams. And it still tore, or it still leaked. Had me whooped. Because the source of the leak wasn't under any of that. It was in the back. I feel like a moron. But I'm really learning some humility today. I feel sprinkles now. I guess it's supposed to come in. It's supposed to rain all day tomorrow. I feel like I got it sealed. I don't think that there's any point in putting anything back down. I'm just going to leave it open to see if it stays. What I had done temporarily was take some of the boards that I was using for shoring below to get the crown back in. I cut a couple pieces and then put them over there, that way in hopes that the water would stay on the outside and not go. Well, it wasn't making any difference. It wasn't about the water going behind the boards. It's about that little piece of non-cocked son of a bitch. Anyways, so I don't think it's important that I cover that back up. I think I'll just leave it open and make sure that it doesn't leak anymore. I had the water hose up here a little bit ago and really gave it the business. It didn't leak. So I'm not going to put those 2x4s permanently. That's not what I'm going to do. I just was trying to put something up to keep the water from leaking. Desperate times, desperate measures. The rain got me, and I think it's going to get me again. I can feel it. So, yeah, I'll give you an update. I think it looks great. It feels great. I mean, it looks like because I didn't finish. I haven't done any of the non-skid yet. I haven't put any tape over the fiberglass tape over the seams yet. It's all just been epoxied over the seams because we just keep getting rain every day. in the mornings and in the evenings, so I'm not making any headway with that. But I'll give you a quick look here. I mean, we saw it a minute ago, but you can see that it's just, there's no tape. I still need to sand the whole top side down. Sorry about that. That's all the wood below that I used for shoring up, and I still got to sand all this down, get all those seams, and then tape everything back up and epoxy everything down. So I still got quite a bit of work, but at least at this point I should be able to stay dry. I know there's some sort of cliche saying to that, something about words of a fool or some shit. Jesus. Anyways, boat life. Tell you what, you just throw a bunch of money at something and throw a bunch of time at something and hate it during the process, and then on the backside of it you're like, I love you. What the hell? You're just wackos. Wacko boat owners doing boat stuff. Anyways, I'm about to go inside. I can feel it coming on. The rain is sprinkling. Appreciate you guys. I appreciate all the help. Don't forget to subscribe and to like. Turn off the notification bell so you don't have to listen to the new videos. It's been a couple days because of the rain, so I'll get back on it. Appreciate you guys. Stop by. Whatever. Later.